When are we getting married? What's the date? Let them know. They want to know. Let's tell them our marriage plans, our marriage update. What's going on? When are you going to marry me, baby? What's up, McDermott fam? Welcome back to the McDermott way.
The only way we know how to do it.
Today we got a special video for you guys.
Yes.
We got a hot topic here. A lot of people discuss in our comments all the time, even when it has the video has nothing to do with the topic.
Nothing.
We are going to be talking about marriage. Is marriage necessary? Does it change anything? And also at the end of the video, we will be letting you guys know our marriage plans, when it is, when it's happening, if it's happening.
Yeah.
And yeah, you want to watch to the end to find that out. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, bell notifications. Don't want to miss no videos coming your way. A lot of fun, exciting videos in the next couple days and couple weeks. And we're going to get into this. Are you ready? We got a lot to unload here, a lot to talk about.
Yep.
This should be exciting. What I want to start with is a lot of subscribers assume a lot of things because we're not married.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of people in general do too, but we hear the opinions of the subscribers the most. I feel like the one thing that is very prominent in the comments is if Steven loved Chantel as much as he says or as much as he should, he would marry that woman. Why hasn't he married her? So I feel like the onus or everything is put on me as far as why we're not married at this present moment. And I feel like that's a big misconception because in general, it's a two-way street here. Both have to agree. So jump in on this and let them know what the deal is, because I'm getting blamed for everything here.
First of all, obviously Steven loves me.
Yes, I do.
And I don't put value on the love or recognize how much he loves me based on the fact that he hasn't married me or he has when he does marry me. I think that love is going to be constant. I don't think it'll change whether we're married or not. And so just the fact that, I don't know, people think that if he loved me and if he cared for me that he would marry me. I don't think two and two. Like,
no, but not even just that. My thing is like,
what? It's
your decision too. You know what I mean?
Of course.
If you came to me and you were strongly adamant about getting married even next week, if you're like, Steven, we have to be married by next Monday, most likely I'm gonna go along with it because I have no issue. Like, it's not that I don't want to be married. It's not that I don't want to do it right now and I'm waiting to see how things go. Like, that's not even the case for either of us. But I think a lot of people don't understand. I mean, maybe because I'm older and I'm the man, so they play into all the age and the gender thing. But it's both of our decisions at the end of the day. And if she was really adamant about doing it next week, next month, or vice versa.
I think it's more so me.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense.
Of course. So
it's both of our decision, and that time will come very soon. We're gonna let you know at the end of the video our plans when we come together and we, you know, formalize what we want to do and figure this out. So it's not just Steven's fault, man. They gotta get off my back and cut me some slack a little bit, cause I'm not the one. I'm not the one stalling here. Nobody's stalling, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say I'm stalling.
I don't think anybody is.
No, we're not stalling.
No,
we just. Anyways, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah. So what I want to say is, a lot of people saying that if he really loved her or if he loved her this much, he would commit to her. I think the definition of commitment for every individual is different.
Of course.
So some people see marriage as the ultimate. So if you do this, you sign that paper, you are doing the ultimate commitment, action of love, and all these things, but that might not be how I define the ultimate of love and commitment. You know what I'm saying? And you might not either. So I feel like, to me, there's other things that show me how much you're committed to this relationship, even outside of marriage. I think marriage is important at the end of the day, but I don't think it's the end-all, be-all. Next question, you kind of got into it earlier, but does marriage change anything?
I don't know, like, I haven't been married, so obviously I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it probably does, the way you look at your spouse. I don't know, maybe that title means more than just fiance or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. I just think there's changes in the way that you see the person. I guess the marriage obviously doesn't trap you. It doesn't trap you.
Try to use better terms. Trapped seems a little aggressive.
It's more obviously commitment. Like if you're gonna get married, you're obviously gonna get married to stay with that person for the rest of your life. And so the process of like ending that is a lot harder. Maybe
it shows more intention for longevity. You know what I'm saying? For me, does it change anything? Obviously, just like you said, it's hard for me to say because I've never actually been married. I have been in very long relationships. Common law relationships, which, you know, the legal aspect, a lot of people look at that as marriage, but obviously it's slightly different. Back then, I really thought marriage probably wouldn't change anything. But I think over time, as I got older, I think I've changed my view on that. You know, I had a friend that was married, and I had a group of friends that were all couples, majority of us not married, and we were very adamant at the time, this was probably 10 years back or so, that marriage didn't change anything. But this married couple that came into, you know, our friendship group, they were married and they were very adamant that it changed their relationship, and it sparked like a huge argument. All the couples that weren't married were just getting at them, and they were getting points. Yeah, they're like, there's no different, we signed the paper. Maybe they, I don't know, maybe they felt like attacked in a way because it makes them look less than, I guess, in society's eyes with a lot of people that are married. I was on the stance that I didn't think it changed anything. But like I said, as I got older, I think my views have changed. I think it will change things. I think it does show a stronger commitment, and maybe possibly that union stays together longer because you're more in a position that you want to try to work it out more instead of just walking away from that relationship. When you're not married, as we've seen, when you're not married, as we've seen from other people, they can walk out of a relationship very easily.
From other people?
You've seen people break up every day. Another subscriber of ours, I got into an exchange with through comments, and she brought to my attention that marrying somebody and then she's thinking about the part where it doesn't work out. So how the stigma on the woman, primarily that's what she was concerned on. If a woman was married and the relationship didn't work out and she moved on, she's looked at much, you know, in a more respectful manner than a couple that got together, had a child, and didn't get married and then split up. Like now she's the baby mama. So like, do you see any truth in that? You know, person that relationship didn't work out, she was married, oh well,
and they had kids,
and the other person, oh, she's just a baby mama now because she didn't. Like, where's your stance on that?
Okay, obviously we don't want to look at it either of them negatively, but I think society has made it so we do look at it in that light.
Okay.
I think honestly, like, there is truth to that.
Okay, so you agree with her then?
Like, if we broke up, people would just see me as your baby mom.
You think so?
Yeah. If we were to get married and then divorce, I'd just be like your ex-wife rather than a baby mama.
Okay.
There's still a title that comes with it, either way, but I think being a baby mama is looked at negatively, obviously, in society. I mean, I wish it wasn't, because it's a normal thing. People get together and they break up. It happens. It happens just in marriage as well, but I think it's definitely looked at negatively.
My stance is, I don't think anyone should live their life trying to duck and dodge stigmas, because people are going to be stigmatized no matter what they do, who you are. You know what I mean?
Okay, but isn't it looked at negatively? It's different.
Maybe as a whole, it is looked at negatively, like in the grand scheme of things, if you want to talk numbers. But I think also it comes on an individual basis as well, because I don't view personally, you know what I mean? I wouldn't view people I know, because I know people that have been in a relationship, had children, broken up, weren't married, moved on, and they found somebody else, actually got married that time, had more children, and lived happily ever after. Now, just because I don't view her in a negative context because of that, maybe others did in her process to finding her new life or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think that way. But I get that a lot of people would.
You don't, but I think a lot of people do.
I agree. A lot of people definitely would.
Yeah, it's something that's always been pushed, like, in the media as well. You always see it, like the baby mama or the baby daddy. Like, it just has a negative connotation that comes along with it.
Alright, so this question kind of goes along with, does anything change? Quick question, is marriage necessary? Is it, after all, discussing all these things? Yes or no?
Okay. I don't think like marriage is that necessary.
Okay.
In my humble opinion, I don't really think it's necessary. I think it's a great thing if you want to do it. If you don't, there's nothing wrong with it. I used to be someone who like didn't want to get married.
Oh yeah, I forgot to even mention that. Yeah.
I never wanted to get married. Didn't think it was for me. Just from seeing my parents and their situation, I was like, I don't want no part of that. I'm good. It gets messy. It's not worth it. No.
Yeah.
And then came Steven, this little person here. And he changed my mind.
Alright.
And now I want to get married because of him. But at the same time, if others don't want to do it, it's up to them, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like it is a necessary thing in a relationship, but that's just how I feel about it.
It's funny that you mentioned you didn't want to get married, because I remember, now that you mentioned that, having that conversation in my car earlier on in our relationship. Maybe I brought up the topic of marriage too soon, and I kind of like threw a curveball, and she was like, whoa, like, calm down, buddy, like, we're just dating. But I threw it out there just trying to see her position on it, and you were like, I don't ever want to get married, I don't want to get married. And that was the moment where I panicked a little bit, because I knew I was older, you know, 14 years older, and I was like, I kind of want to do things differently this time. I was looking at you as a potential serious, you know, person I was going to be with for the rest of my life, and the fact you were doing that, I was like, oh no, is this based on her age, or will she come around? But I let it go, and you know,
what?
I got her, you know, change her opinion. I guess your boy did some things right.
Oh, relax yourself.
And she, you know, she came later. And yeah, so here we are today. We're engaged, and you were very happy when we got engaged and excited, and I could tell on your face. So
I knew it was happening though.
That's a whole nother story. Maybe we'll do a story time.
We should
do a story time about the way we got engaged. Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyways, guys, what are our plans? This is the marriage. Oh, my voice is cracking. Am I getting nervous? This is the marriage update. This is what are our plans? What are we doing?
What are our plans? Okay, I had big plans, guys. When we got engaged, I had big plans.
So did I.
And then a couple months later, COVID pandemic. And I don't know, like, it obviously is still possible to get married. We could always just go down to, what's it called? The courthouse?
City Hall, Justice of the Peace? I don't know.
Something
like that. We'll figure it out if we go that route.
We could do that.
Yeah, we could.
Easy.
Easy
peasy.
Yep.
But I don't know, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. And so I just want to have a wedding that I want, that I've pictured for myself. I want to do it where I'm just happy with my whole experience. I feel like if I have a COVID wedding, I'm just not going to be satisfied. I'm not going to be happy about it. And I don't know, I just don't want to do anything that I don't want to do and like feel pressured to do, right? Just because we're engaged or whatever.
Well, yeah,
we're not gonna be engaged forever.
No.
And we're gonna get married at some point, and maybe I'll just have to be, I'll have to like compromise on a few things, which is fine. But at the same time, I still want to be happy overall with like my day and my experience, our day, I mean. But yeah. Yeah,
you don't want to compromise the whole
day.
Wedding.
I can compromise
on
a few things. I have pretty flexible with things, but certain aspects of it, I just don't want to be like, I don't want to wear a mask at my wedding. I feel like we probably will have to.
This goes back to the start of our conversation for me in how you define commitment. A lot of people will come back to you and say, you know, the wedding isn't most important.
Yeah.
You can just go sign the papers, this and that. And
which you could do.
Which you could do if that was what you want to do, right? Yeah. But maybe to you and I, doing that, signing the papers, doesn't define where we're at in our relationship or anything right at this present moment. That was a tough year, being pregnant, having Josiah during those tough times. And I feel like the world is all at different places right now. Like when we look at people in the US, they're in a different place than Australia than in Canada. Like here where we are, everything right at this moment is on lockdown. No different than it was the first month or two when we began. So we're not even in a better place to where we can foresee the future and be like, oh, well, in 3-4 months, things are going to be great.
Even
and
next
we're gonna
year.
do this.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't even imagine what it'll be like. I have no idea.
Right.
And so to book things and plan things and then hoping that it's going to be better, like, it's just too risky.
But yeah, a lot of people might look at this as, oh, you're making excuses, whatever. Yeah. I think it just boils down to our personal preference, what we see getting married, what it means to us. And like I said, a lot of things behind YouTube that a lot of people don't see that we're trying to accomplish and get to this space in our life where we're comfortable and happy with where we're at, not just with our relationship, just with everything that revolves around it. And then really focus on a wedding, planning a wedding, if we can actually do that. When are we getting married? What's the date? Let them know. They want to know. Let's tell them our marriage plans, our marriage update. What's going on? When are you going to marry me, baby?
2022.
I would say personally, by next year, latest the year after. Latest. What do you think?
Honestly, like, it doesn't even matter. Like, obviously I want to do it, but I would want things in place in our lives first.
Right.
Like, certain things need to be in place in our life before we do that too.
So it's a priority basis.
Yeah. Like, obviously marriage is a priority, and we could always, like, I'm probably gonna get to this point, but always just go sign the papers and then have a ceremony. If worse came to worse, and we're like, we just gotta do this because it's taking too long. Yeah, exactly. We can always do that. And yeah, I just think priority-wise, there's other things that take precedence over our wedding that we need to get in line first, and then we'll do it up. Yeah. And when she says that, guys, don't read into it too deep. It's not like we gotta work on our relationship. Oh, no. Because you make it sound like that, we're good. We love each other. No. I'm happy with you. I do want to marry you. You are the love of my life, baby. I know. I was telling you earlier how important you are to me. I don't know what I would do without this girl. Yep. I don't know what you would do either. Some tough times. Yeah, I would be lost, alright? I love her so much. I love you. But yeah. Lips all glossy too. Hopefully we gave you guys the information you're looking for. Drop in the comments if you're married. Stop. I know I talk with my hands a lot. I don't know why. Guys, drop in the comments. Let us know if you're married, if it's working for you, if it changed anything. What are your views? Are we slacking? If you're not married in your common law, how is that working for you? All right, let us know in the comments. All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and drop in the comments down below all the stuff I just asked them. I'm not repeating myself. All right, and we will see you in the next video. All right, see you guys. Peace. Yo, hello, good evening. It's JoJo, Jazzy, Steven, and oh, this Chantel, bacon number 3, she beaming. See, this the famo, we tighten it like some camo. We conquer all our battles, break the contra like some ammo.